and they've assigned someone to cover Suzanne's speech about cutting the budget.
You're kidding. Well, that's incredible. They have never asked to cover any issue-oriented thing she's done before. Oh, could this mean they're actually beginning to take us seriously?
Well, I don't know. But you have to admit that she was halfway decent at that last resource committee meeting.
I wouldn't get too carried away. I mean, we are talking about the woman who thought the new China policy meant Hillary was throwing out all Nancy Reagan's old dishes. So what else do you have?
Candy manufacturers at 4.
Yes.
Roll call interview at 5. Oh, and lunch with one of Suzanne's ex-husbands, Dash Goff, the writer. He's on some kind of a book tour.
And what a book it is. Suzanne gave me a copy to read last night. I'm telling you, I could not put it down. You talk about a hot romantic love affair. This makes the bridges of Madison County look like Dr. Seuss.
Please tell me this is not autobiographical.
Oh, of course it is. It's about this young, virile English professor in a small college town who's so driven by his obsession with romantic literature that every woman is a disappointment until he meets and marries this voluptuous, fiery Southern beauty queen with whom he has absolutely nothing in common except sex. And boy,
All right, Malone, we get the picture.
It's called The Afternoon Wife because she has such a sexual hold on him that he cannot even stay at work. The point being that the most binding romantic love is not based on selflessness or lofty ideals after all, but rather on pure old take me right here on the gravel driveway love.
Malone, you seem to be a little over the top on this. This is just a book. Get a grip.
Well, that's where you're wrong. It's not just a book. It ends up having the same power over the reader that The Afternoon Wife has over the professor. I mean, sometimes it takes 3 pages just to get a shirt unbuttoned.
3 pages? Why would it take 3 pages just to unbutton a shirt?
Because, Natty, to some people, that's sexy. Now, we all understand that you, Miss Efficiency Expert, would have that shirt off in 10 seconds. Not to mention having it neatly pressed and back on his back again before I could even say, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
Well, that just shows how little you know me. As a matter of fact, I am quite different away from work, just for your information. For all you know, I could display a great deal of sexuality in my off hours. I just choose not to exude it at work.
Well, you're doing a very good job of it. I can't tell you how many men around here have asked me if you're gay.
Me? Gay? It's a laugh. Everybody knows I'm a Republican. Anyway, Malone, I don't think the woman in this book is necessarily Suzanne. Usually a writer draws on a compilation of people to create a character.
So, you've already finished reading Dash's book? What do you think?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of shocking. I mean, you're my boss, and I've just never thought about the sensuous, milky palms on your baby-skinned hands before.
Suzanne, have you read this?
Oh, of course not. You know I don't like to read.
Well, are you aware that your ex-husband has evidently depicted you as some mindless sex object who almost destroyed his academic career because of his obsession with you?
Really? Oh, that stinker. He didn't even tell me.
You mean this is true?
Well, I don't like to brag, but we did have some pretty good times together. Of course, I'm sure he's just exaggerating.
So he didn't really buy you a beaver throw for your birthday that you spread out over the snow and made love upon under the bleachers at a football game?
He put that in there? Oh, he is a bad boy.
Excuse me, Suzanne, but I am very concerned about this. I mean, you have made several good speeches lately. We are finally starting to be taken seriously around here, and, well, something like this book could just erode all of that.
Why?
Why? Because women who want to be taken seriously cannot be seen in sexual terms. Do you think anyone ever pictures Sandra Day O'Connor or Ruth Bader Ginsburg making love on a beaver throw?
You mean besides Clarence Thomas?
Oh.
So what's your point?
My point is we have got to stop this before it goes any further. This could be very, very damaging.
Well, I'm afraid you're a little late on that one, Natty. This book has already been chosen Book of the Month Club alternate, which I know is not as good as being the Book of the Month. But just think, if that book should fail to fulfill its duty...
I just can't believe no one warned me about this.
Listen, I can't keep up with what he's writing all the time. I was married to him for 6 years. I never even knew what he was thinking. Well, I did know what he was thinking. It was pretty much one thing. I just didn't know he was writing about it afterwards.
Well, apparently you should have shredded his diaries.
I'm surprised they didn't just burst into flames.
Oh, get off it, Natty. Half the men in this town have had affairs. Anyway, who cares if Suzanne had a daily tryst with someone she was married to?
Daily? Ha! Boy, are you off base.
All right, Malone, we get the point.
I have a hunch that all of us are pretending to be businesslike at work. I think everyone thinks about other people sexually during the course of a day. Heck, I'm always picturing people naked and wondering what they look like making love, aren't you? Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, of course we do, Malone. Everybody does. It's perfectly natural. We're all sexual creatures, even me. And I haven't had a date in so long that I now qualify as a born-again virgin. But I still have my occasional lascivious thought.
About whom?
I'm sorry, but that's deeply personal. Bob Carey. No! I hate you.
Who have you pictured naked, Natty?
If you must know, Bob Dole.
Bob Dole, get out of here.
I'm sorry, but I happen to find Bob Dole very sexy.
Yeah, but naked?
All right, well, maybe far away naked.
Yeah, like in Norway.
What do you fantasize about, Suzanne?
Oh, I don't know, Malone. I don't really think about stuff like that.
Oh, come on. This is me you're talking to. I read the book. There must be somebody in this town that you think of naked.
Oh, all right. Al Gore.
Al Gore, really?
Well, not really. Just for a minute. He was addressing the newest members of Congress, and I don't know, my mind wandered. Why? What's wrong with Al Gore?
Oh, nothing. I just always thought of him as a little stiff.
Well, I'm not ashamed. I've pictured Al and Tipper Gore naked. And Dan and Marilyn Quayle. And Dan Rather and Connie Chung, although that stupid desk always gets in the
All
way.
right, that's enough. Suzanne, we're going to be late.
Ted Turner and Jane Fonda. And Oprah and that Stedman guy. She does look good since she lost all that weight.
Excuse me, but is this the office of Representative Suzanne Sugarbaker, the woman who wrecked my car and my life and then took all my money and has yet to write me a thank you note?
Dash, Goff, where have you been? You were supposed to come by my house last night.
Well, I'm sorry, but my plane was 3 hours late and I didn't want to wake you and little Desi, so I just went to a hotel.
All right. Well, I'd like you to meet my staff. This is Natalie Hollingsworth,
How
my
do you do?
administrative assistant, and Sissy Emerson, my press secretary.
Hello.
And Jennifer Malone, our receptionist.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Well, all I can say is if you ladies can supervise Suzanne Sugarbaker successfully, then you are each a better man than I. I couldn't do a thing with her.
Oh, I think you're being overly modest.
I see she's already given my book away. I guess I don't have to ask if you read it.
No, but I've heard an awful lot about it. I think we're going to have a little talk over lunch, okay?
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Suzanne says she wants to have a little talk with you, and you're a man. That can mean only one of two things. Either you are in for the sweetest afternoon of your life, or it is the end of the world as you now know it. I mean, you could wind up lying on satin pillows, eating fresh peaches, or just as easily find yourself chained to a pipe in the basement, licking a cat food tin. Could go either way. And that is what makes it all so exciting.
Dash, let's not be silly now, okay? I was very good to you, and you know it. Besides, it was gourmet cat food.
Excuse me, I just want to say, Mr. Goff.
Oh, please, call me Dash.
Okay. Dash. I just want to say that I find this to be the most romantic, sexually compelling thing I've read since Where Did I Come From?
Why, thank you, Jennifer. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Really?
Absolutely. You're just the kind of female I want to reach. Discerning, intelligent, adventurous.
Adventurous?
Mm-hmm.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, I'm a writer, and I noticed that you're wearing leather in your hair. And I don't think a woman would do that unless she was open to new ideas.
You're good. It's good.
You know, I hate to break up this little book fest, but Suzanne and I have a committee meeting to get to.
Oh, hey, don't let me get in the way. I just have a few phone calls to make. I thought I'd hang out here until lunch.
Oh, okay. Well, you can use my office. In fact, you can watch me on TV. I'm going to be making a little speech.
Oh, right. Well, make that one you gave when you were Miss Georgia, and you said the best way to stop the spread of socialism was for all men to wear a condom.
Oh, please. I was 19 years old.
I liked it. It's my personal favorite. Is this your office in here?
Yes. If you're very good, you can sit in my chair.
Why not? He's been everywhere else.
Malone.
Sorry?
Suzanne, we're going to be late.
You know, I almost wore leather in my hair today, but at the last minute I decided I might make a bolder statement not to.
Well, that's okay. I think I got a beat on you anyway.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You're the girl who gives men that, let's push all the buttons on the elevator kind of feeling, right?
Well, oh, maybe. Maybe not. Mom, can I borrow that book, please?
My friends, I've been looking into some of these government waste programs. And I personally just couldn't believe what I was reading. Like this $107,000 that was set aside to study the sex life of the Japanese quail. Shoot, you can buy my ex-husband's book about our life together for $19.95, and I can assure you we had a much better time than this bird did.
That's my girl.
And then there's $1 million to examine why Americans don't ride bikes to work. We don't need to examine this one. We don't ride bikes to work because for most of us, it's too damn far and we're too damn fat, okay? $800,000 for a restroom on Mount McKinley. Friends, we need to get another estimate. Now, I had Italian marble put in my own bathroom and an antique bidet for less than $40,000. Trust me, it can be done. My point
This is a completely different Suzanne than when I was married to. I have never seen her be so authoritative, so articulate, so in control.
Oh, I don't know. She seems pretty much in control in Chapter 5 here.
I just can't believe you know Norman Mailer personally.
So anyway, I just got right in Norman's face. I said, Norman, look, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm cold. I'm tired. I'm hungry. You ride the camel if you want to. I'm taking a rental car going back to the hotel.
Oh, now that's a funny story.
You know, Natalie, you've got a great laugh.
Really? You think so?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you're just saying that.
No, I mean it.
Well, that's very nice. So how would you describe it?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Talked about the leather in her hair and your elevator buttons.
Well, it has a little catch in it, that's all. It's the kind of laugh that makes young boys fall in love on Ferris wheels.
You mean like a gay thing?
No, he means like fall in love with you.
Oh.
Gay thing. What an imagination.
Well, that's very lovely, thank you.
That beef Wellington looks good, doesn't it?
You know, Suzanne, I have to say, I certainly never expected to see you on the floor of Congress talking about budget cuts. That speech you made was very impressive. You come a long way.
You ain't think so, Dash?
You're damn right. I'm proud of you. Very, very proud.
Oh, well, you know, I've worked really, really
So, Jennifer,
hard.
tell me more about you. Now, you say this is your first job?
Well, yes, unless you count volunteer work. When my boys first started school, I was the book cart girl at a local hospital.
No kidding. Book cart girl. That sounds fascinating.
There's nothing really.
No. I find it interesting.
Well, I didn't do very much.
Well, I'll bet you did.
Oh, for crying out loud, she put a bunch of books on a cart, hauled them around, and passed them out to sick people. Can I just get a shrimp cocktail over here now?
I did a little more than that, actually. First of all, I had to wear this candy striper outfit.
Oh.
I made it myself. And then I got into trouble because you could see through the sleeves.
Oh.
I always get in trouble when I don't follow the rules. Sometimes I just think I need someone to guide me.
I have a suggestion for you. Get a dog.
Oh, where's that waiter?
just got back from Dash's book signing.
So exciting. I've never known a real author before.
I can't believe they're still stocking all those OJ books. That guy must be making a fortune off that I Want to Tell You. Personally, I'm saving my money for We Don't Want to Hear It.
You should have seen the line of people waiting to see Dash, Suzanne. It was standing room only. You know, there is something about his ability to, well, for lack of a better term, peer right into a woman's soul. I mean, that silly little observation he made about my laugh. Well, you know, that's something I've always known about myself, but no one had ever articulated it quite so eloquently before.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You mean you always suspected that you had the kind of laugh that would make a young boy fall in love on a Ferris wheel?
Well, I had never really thought of it in those terms exactly, but, well, I've always been aware it has a certain catch, a lilting vibrato, if you will, that it's very attractive when one... Oh, shut up. I'm not going to talk to you about this anymore. I will get that report from Gephardt's office, and we will go over it together.
Okay, fine. Look, I'm a little busy right now, Malone. Was there something you wanted?
Well, this is kind of awkward for me. Oh, it's probably silly of me to bring it up because you're such a worldly, sophisticated person. You probably couldn't care less. You wouldn't mind, would you, if I went out with your ex-husband?
Why are you asking me this?
Well, he was just wondering if I might like to have dinner with him sometime, and I said I'd, have to check with you, and apparently, gosh, it's a good thing I did, because I didn't think you'd really care.
Of course I care, Malone. First of all, you are my employee. And I don't like the idea of any of my employees going out with any of my ex-husbands. Secondly, even if you weren't my employee, I've never been part of that free-to-be you and me dating scene. Also, I have a rule. Any man that I have seen naked cannot be seen by any woman I know naked. And that's even after I'm through looking at him. Now, I know I can't stop you from picturing him. I'm sure that in your mind, this man hadn't had any clothes on since he got here. And no telling what you've had him doing with Connie Chung.
I'm so embarrassed. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess when he paid me a little attention, I got all caught up in the fantasy of becoming part of literature.
Oh, it's okay. Listen, I'm gonna be back a little bit later.
Where are you going?
Out.
But it's the middle of the afternoon. What should I tell people?
Just tell them that the afternoon wife had to go out and buy some cat food. Dashkoff, is it true that you asked out Malone?
Well, I asked if she'd like to have dinner with me sometime.
I could not believe this. I mean, you come over here, stay at my house, accept my hospitality, eat my food, and then you ask out one of my employees.
Suzanne, I didn't propose to her. Just a casual dinner date is what I had in mind. And besides, we are not married anymore.
Yeah, but we were once. And as far as I'm concerned, anybody who knows me cannot know you in that way. And if you want to hang around with me, you better get that straight.
You're jealous.
Oh, don't flatter yourself. I'm not jealous. I am, however, more than a little bit curious as to why this is the first time you've come to stay with me that you haven't even tried to make a pass.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about every single time you have come to visit me since we've been divorced. You have come up with 150 different reasons to get back in my bed. But this time, not even a little scratch at the door. I don't know, maybe I should just throw some books on a cart and go, "Ooh, Dash, what does it mean when I wear tortoiseshell in my hair?"
Well, Suzanne, I guess I just think differently about you now. I mean, I've never seen you the way you are at work. That speech you made the other day. I mean, you're a United States congressperson now, and to me, that's kind of the sexual equivalent of saltpeter.
Oh, I see. Now that I am no longer giving dumb answers at beauty pageants and hanging on your every word, you are no longer able to fly the flag for me. Is that it?
No, Suzanne, that is not it. It just kind of threw me, is all. I mean, I married Lolita, and now you're Eleanor Roosevelt, and I'm sorry that's a little confusing, okay?
Well, I've grown up, Dash. I've grown up. And for the first time in my life, I feel like people like me for me and not just because of how I look. Well, maybe for me and my looks. You didn't even notice I let some air out of my hair.
I noticed. But you didn't even bother to read my book.
I read it.
What'd you think?
Well, I especially like that part that talked about my unequaled porcelain beauty and about how my breast should be on one of those Greek deals.
Earn.
That's it.
Well, they still look pretty...
Well, they are. Thank you for asking.
Suzanne, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I was thoughtless. I guess, in a way, Malone just reminds me of the way you used to be.
Really?
Well, you know, that innocence.
Well, if I'm not innocent, it's because you corrupted me.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yes, but I think we're even. Because I've ruined you for every other woman. You are never going to have a fire like that in your bed again.
Yeah, that's right. Unless you put it there.
Oh, I thought you weren't attracted to me anymore. And you know, I can understand that. After all, you spent 6 years in bed with a girl. Maybe you should try a woman. A real woman. A congresswoman.
Oh.
You think I can't be sexy because I talk about budget cuts? Well, I'll show you budget cuts. I'll show you deficits. I'll show you surplus. And when I'm through, you'll still be on your knees licking the sensuous, milky palms of my baby skin hands.
Well, you do make a very good point, but you know, you don't have to prove your sexuality to me.
You're damn right I don't. This is strictly for my pleasure. And this time, you won't be writing about it afterward. As a matter of fact, you won't even be able to lift your pen.
Oh, baby, when I feel this, I feel it's like a genuine voodoo.
What are you grinning at?
Nah, nothing. I just didn't think you were gonna fall for this that easily.
Oh, baby, I can feel this, I feel
Oh, shut up and kiss me.
everything that you do gives me.